In this video, you will learn how to create your own custom AI chatbot. Don't worry, you don't need any sort of experience if you're brand new to coding or AI. This is exactly the video for you. So on the screen is an AI chatbot application that I built using Replicate AI. And essentially how it works is you can talk to the AI versions of celebrities, historic figures, and essentially what you can do is send them messages and the AI will respond as if it's that person. So let's just ask Elon Musk how he is. And the response comes back, and I don't know if Elon Musk says that, but I don't know, the smile and stuff like that, that's probably what he would do. Now you may say, how did you create this? It's actually not that hard, so don't worry. All we're using is an API. Simply put, an API is data that is sent from one place to another. So for example, right, I could have created my own actual AI. I could have gone to school for 4 or 5 years, studied AI, went out of there, created my own AI like ChatGPT, and sell it to the public. Now that would have taken a long time. Instead, what we can do is that we could pay a company half a cent or a tenth of a cent per message for their AI, and we get the same effects. And data is sent every time there's a message. So simply put, every time I'm sending a message to the mentor on the screen, what is happening is that that message is sent to the API, aka like the AI, and then a response is sent based off what that input is through a file, which is then displayed as a response. Now that you have an idea of what it is, we can get started on the actual coding. So what you want to do is open up a folder, call it whatever you want. So I'm just going to call it AI chat, just like that, and open up your Visual Studio Code. And once you have your thing open, just drag the file in here, and we can make the screen a little bigger just so we can read it, and make a file called app.py. Now that we have that, it's time to code. Now mind you, we do have some things to install, so let's just get that out of the way because I hate going back and forth with installations. So just do pip install OpenAI. All we're doing is installing the AI chatbot from OpenAI, but we will be using a special third-party AI tool to make things much better, but we can talk about that in a bit. So the first thing we want to do is do import OpenAI, and then that's great. Now there are 3 steps that we need to do to complete this AI chatbot. So the first thing is to import the APIs. The second thing is to create a function for the chat. And finally, call the function. So there's 3 steps here, okay? So we're gonna walk through everything right now. Firstly, let's just do OpenAI.API key is equal to a blank text, and then under here we're just gonna do under here we're gonna do OpenAI.API underscore base is equal to, again, an empty thing. We're gonna fill these out in a second. So the API key is how the AI API is gonna understand where to send the message. So there's a lot of people using APIs and the API that we're gonna be using. So we have to have a special key so that when we do send messages, the AI knows where to send the message. Without that, we can't send the messages back. It's like having a house without a key, so that you can't get into the house if you don't have the key. So you gotta have the key so that you can get in and use the thing that you want to use. And what you want to do now is go to Pulse AI. Now Pulse AI is this new AI startup, and they are sponsoring this video. Now you're like probably saying like, Nazar, what the hell? Like, why are you sponsored? I'm telling you, this is one of the best AI tools I have ever used. The first time they reached out to me, his name was Craig. Shout out to Craig. I was a little hesitant because I'm not a big fan of sponsors. I used this, and trust me, it is one of the best and most helpful tools you can use in AI. So simply put, right, so we know that there's a bunch of different AI. So for example, right, there's OpenAI, there's Llama AI. You've probably heard of those two. Those are the big ones. But there are thousands of different types of AI APIs. What Pulse AI does is it takes the user response, and the answer generated is from all different types of AI, and it handpicks which AI is the best response based off the user question. So let's just say, how are you in the playground, okay? What it would do, it won't just pick one AI API. It will go through all the different types of APIs and pick the one that's best suited for the user. This really helps as you're not stuck to one type of API. See whether something's responding slowly or faster. Here you're gonna get a quick response, the best response, and it's dynamic. So you're gonna get a whole bunch of different answers and you can handpick and choose which is best for the user. And the best thing about it, you do get $20 in free credit, which is a lot. My Mentor AI had over 2,000 users and it's not even at $10. So the first thing we wanna do is log in and go to applications, create new app, and call it, let's see, chatbot AI. Okay, it could be whatever you want. And what you want to do is copy the secret key, which is the API, close this, open up your VS Code, and just paste it in here. And for our API base, what we want to put in is https://api.polls.ai v1. All right, so now that we have the API key and the API base, the next thing we got to do is create the function so that we can chat with the AI. Just call it chat AI and then do a prompt within it. And then just open that up like that and do messages is equal to open brackets. Open brackets. Let's do role user content prompt, and then outside of this we're going to do while that is true, we're going to have the response equals to OpenAI dot chat completion dot create model equals to polls v0, and then messages equals to messages. And then down here we're going to do AI response is equal to response choices choices 0 message content. And under that we're going to do print f AI and then AI response. Just like that. Almost there. Next thing we got to do is do user message is equal to input user, and underneath that just do messages dot append role user and content user underscore message. And then we forgot the comma here. Finally, all we got to do is simply call the function. So chat AI hello. And we did make a mistake. All we got to do is just close this up like that. Okay, so I see what happened. Just make sure the indentation is the same. So just like that. Spacing matters in Python a lot. So indent from while true, but the rest just make sure it's one indentation, not many. And just like that, we are basically done with the code. So all we got to do to see if it works is run python3 app.py. And there we go, guys. Now we can talk to the AI. Let's just talk to it. How are you? I'm good, thanks. It's really fast too, which is really impressive. Give me business advice. Let's just do that. My typing is so bad. Here we go. So identify your target. Thanks a lot. See you later. And this is amazing to put into applications, and I'm gonna definitely be changing my AI app, but this is something you can use in almost any sort of AI application that you want to create. It's fast, it's better, and thanks to Polls AI, which I really, really love, you can get dynamic responses from different types of AI APIs. And if you want the links to Polls AI, I'll leave that in the description below as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.